message. Please listen to this important message. The information discussed by the host is not a solicitation or recommendation to buy, sell or hold securities. The host does not endorse, independently verify or assert the truthfulness, completeness, accuracy or reliability of the information presented. The host is not licensed in any state and all information discussed should be considered entertainment. All financial information should not be interpreted in any way, shape, form or manner whatsoever as an indication of future stock price or future financial performance. If you are a new listener, please press subscribe. You can participate by making comments in the chat box. Stay engaged by utilizing contact information in the description. Welcome and thank you and enjoy the show.
What's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for joining me here on the show, ladies and gentlemen. A little late in the building today, but I mean, I'm here. I'm here. I appreciate all you guys here joining me right now. A few more minutes and we'll go ahead and get started. I was really excited on Monday's show because I really wanted to present that information about that incredible new trading strategy that I wanted you guys to know about when we talk about zero DTE trading. Let me go ahead and stop the music. Let me go ahead and stop the music and get you guys all together here. Again, shout out to everybody slowly joining me in the. And my bad, guys. I got to get back to posting daily. I got to get back to just posting videos daily. That's really, really important. So let me get back to posting daily, but I really wanted again to try this new trading strategy that I brought to you guys' attention. And again, man, people are missing out. They don't know that this is the way you got to make money, man. Like, you know, when you have somebody like Tammy Chambliss come out and offer you something for free. I mean, she posted these videos for free. She posted these videos on her channel for free, and they really don't have many views like that. I mean, they got a couple thousand views. What is that? 21,000 views on the last video. But I mean, how many people day trade in this country for that video to only have 21,000 views, right? Where she's just basically talking about, hey, this is how I use iron condors on SPX 0 DTE, and I'm making money every single day. And then I show you guys the, back test going back to 2016 that you can turn $10,000 into $500,000 doing the same thing. Excuse me, because all she's doing is taking the put side and the call side, iron condors. She's legging in, right, on each side at a time, right, separately as you identify the supply and resistance zones. And she's coming in at anywhere between 7 to 20 delta. And she's making money. Okay? And that's all you're doing. And that's all I've done over the last 3 trading days. And so far, so good. So far, so good. I have not had a missing trade. In fact, and that has a lot to do with the fact that we haven't, we can't sell off for nothing. We can't sell off on the market for anything. There's some crazy ass shit going on here in this market. And it's been very boring. I'm not going to lie to you. It's been cool to make money, but it's been very boring, man. It's been a very boring market to trade. The small caps are very, very boring right now. You get a couple runners here and there, but for the most part, you don't get much at all. And a lot of you guys have struggled with that as the market tries to figure out what it wants to do. So let me go ahead and put a trend up of what we're being seeing here. And if you don't follow me on Twitter, please do that. Please do that. Because here's the trend really going all the way back to the 13th. And let me hide that EMA there. But again, another great thing to follow that I introduced to you guys to on that super trend. But that's basically what we're following up here. Okay. That's basically what we're following. And we're going straight up. So this is that low going back to the 13th. So until this trend breaks, it's just higher and higher and higher until this trend breaks. Okay. So if you trade SPY, you see the same thing. Okay. Hold on here. I'm getting a text. All right. So until this trend breaks, we're continuing going higher. Right. And they say technical analysis doesn't work. I mean, obviously, if you would continue to ride this, you do very well. How many people here have been embracing my super trend strategy that I posted on Monday? Okay. If you're not, shame on you, because it's been sending some really, really, really good signals. Again, we mentioned that we do not take any sells above the 200 moving average, right? So no sells above the 200 moving average. I understand you see a lot of signals on those lower time frames, but the gist of it is true. And that is, as you can see here, at least on this 1 hour, and it's much better on the higher time frames just because it's fewer signals, but just more reliable, but slow as fuck. I mean, yeah, when we all want to make money all the time, but unfortunately we can't make money in every minute of the day. So you really do have to be responsible with the way you trade using this indicator. But man, I'm so excited. I'm just so excited because it really, really actually does work. Actually does freaking work. Right? This, at least on the hour time frame, gave you this trade here going back on the 29th. And for those of you guys who don't know, and I may not have mentioned, but it does give on the alert, the buy, it will give you the support area. And as long as the stock stays above support, it'll stay whatever indication that was, which is long. If, of course, support is at the bottom, right? So it'll stay green. It'll stay green as long as the chart stays above that level. And it did exactly that, right? So let me go ahead and remove that 200 again. Here's that trend going all the way back again to the from the 13th of March on the SPX, SPY, whichever it is you trade, and we're just riding it up, man. And I get it. What's going on, Darth Kermit? A lot of people are frustrated. You are upset because they told you that we're going to be going to the recession, and you're watching companies lay off workers after workers after workers. But yet this market continues to go higher, justifying more future interest rate hikes. And the market is just like a bulletproof vest. It's taking it. It's taking it. And not showing any kind of weakness. I mean, we're understand this, folks. What we did today, which was recover from, a 33-point decline with that gap down in the morning. Okay. It was a 33-point. Let me see. Let me go back here. There it is right here. You saw that this morning. I saw that this morning. This thing was a beast. This trade was a beast. Right? And of course, the indicator gave you the sell signal, but broke very quickly out of that resistance level and just continued to go higher. And it held the trend for practically all day until the last hour of the day. But I mean, what a trade! What a trade, and what resilience that this market has to continue to hold these trends and, for all intents purposes, go higher. You know, absolutely. Yeah, Zero. I'm not talking about shitty penny stocks anymore, man. I'm not talking about shitty penny stocks anymore. And plus, I was gone for a year and a half. We rebuilding the channel up, bro. So it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. Okay. And by the way, we're not doing this for views, man. We're doing this to make money. At the end of the day, um, whether I have 1,000 or five, the goal is to make money in the market. Not to have 1,000 people in here. That's at the end of the day what the goal is. Okay. But I appreciate all the people who are watching and watch my channel still. I appreciate every single one of them. Okay. What really surprised me was KRE today. Even though KRE, has been beat up, we know what's already been going on. Okay, but it was a very impressive day for the financials. Is this the beginning of something? I can't tell. Not yet, anyway. As you can see, the indicator gives you a breakout of 48.62 as a potential resistance area. We'll see what happens with that. All right, we'll see what happens with that. By the way, that was a really great sell call too, by the way. Good Lord. That was a really, really good sell. Good sell call as it broke below that support area. So we'll see. This could be the beginning of something, maybe, maybe not. What's going on, Woody Wright? Yeah, Luther, I'm upset about, look, man, you and I both, but I got a long-term option out there at 4,300, 4,400. So, of course, I'd want to make more money on this project that I'm putting together here, particularly using these 0 DTE options that are really, really interesting, to me. And I don't even remember who was it that brought it to my attention, because for a long time I was like, yeah, man, day trading. But I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to go and look for a 0 DTE strategy. Come to crypto, different monster. I don't want to day trade crypto, though. I understand. Look, a ton of crypto views. You love crypto like that, but every broker seems shady as hell. Every contract, it's always some foreign broker in a different country. And it's, oh my God. It's like when I find a broker I can trust, I'll fuck with it. Here in the US, where I can short Bitcoin, I can go long with some leverage and do it right here from America with an American company, I'll fuck with it. But I'm not putting my money in a company based in Malta. You guys are taking a lot of risk doing that. I remember what happened to Sure Trader and how some people, it took 3-4 weeks for some people to get their money out. That was frustrating. That was frustrating for a lot of people. Yeah, see, 20x leverage, but you're not getting 20x leverage from a US based organization. You're going to get 20x leverage. It's going to be from somebody based out of Malta, out of Bermuda, and it's all fun and games until the music stops and you can't get your money out. Because I've seen it happen. You know. Oh, I made my money and left. I don't want to be a truck driver forever, man. Nobody respects that job. Got that CDL. You know, did a couple post office routes. Fucked over a rider. I feel sorry for them. I mean, not rider. Prime. I feel sorry for them, but they gave me the CDL for free. But as soon as I got my CDL, I jumped from Prime and did some tag team driving for the post office. You know, made my money and left. I don't want to be a fucking truck driver, man. I got a couple of degrees, but it was quick money during a time where I needed money the most. I came on here and I kept it real with you guys. All my travel websites and blogs, they weren't making any money, and I needed money. You know, and I had to find a way to make some money, and that was the quickest way to make money during a time when a lot of people were home, a lot of people were ordering a lot of food, and trucking rates were out of control. They were hiring goddamn anybody who's willing to drive to make money. But I would never, ever in my life want to be a truck driver because there's just a lack of respect for people who do that. Never in my life have I felt so. Um, degrade is probably not the right word for it, but man, when you work a blue collar job, there's a certain level of respect that I feel like people just don't have for you. You know what I'm saying? People just don't have for you, and that was really frustrating because sometimes, man, you'd have somebody look at you and they'll just look at you a certain kind of way and think, oh, this is the only skill you have in the world and stuff like that. And I'm just like, man, like these people don't know who I am, you know. But at the same time, I had to keep it in that look, this is this is this is temporary. This is why I'm here. I need to run a bag up, and I'm not going to be here for the rest of my life. And once I get that a certain amount of money I need, I'll move on. You know, I'll move on. So, but trucking was even though at the beginning I thought it would I thought maybe it'd last longer. I thought maybe I'd even get to a point where I'd buy a truck. But man, when I actually started living that lifestyle, man, it's not it, bro. Being away from your family like that all the time, um, that's not it. You know, let me put my put my account on here somewhere. So that's how much I made today. And I got an iron condor in the back that's running. So that should adjust here in a couple hours as we go through the day. Okay, so that should change momentarily. But my iron condors are still open. I still have my iron condor up, nice, big, and wide. All right. Let me see here. Let me okay. So make sure I have everything up on the screen. Absolutely. I'm still long. I'm still long Bitcoin. I'm still long Bitcoin. I got out of Monero, about two weeks or so ago. I really messed up is I should have gotten myself some Litecoin. That's where I really messed up on. I should have got myself some Litecoin. Okay. I should have got myself some Litecoin. People forget about Litecoin, which is, been around, damn near as long as Bitcoin, 10 years or so. Bitcoin is basically silver to Bitcoin's gold. But unfortunately, Like so many of the other cryptos, it will be considered a registered security and will probably be removed off any of the major exchanges that take place that are here in the United States of America. So everybody who's on one of those shit coins or these turd coins that are getting really popular and getting pumped and dumped, you know, you're at risk of losing everything if you're not careful. You know what I'm saying? Polygon, that's all. All those things are pieces of shit. All right. You guys give me some tickers, man, so I'm not in here just talking about my shit. You know, I'll be feeling like sometimes I'm talking to myself in here. Or maybe you guys are just waiting until Monday when the phone system will be back up. So we bought the plan today to have the phone system. We're going to have that call in line back. All right. But no, I refuse to go back to talking about pump and dump pennies, man. That's not going to happen. I don't care how many views I get. It's not going to happen because you guys sit back and enjoy it, but you don't get the calls. You don't get the I'm going to sue you and all of that other shit behind the scenes. You know, y'all don't see that part of the game, and it sucks. Okay, QQQ. Here's QQQ. All right, a loser for quite a while, but again, you know, we're breaking out of some strong resistance areas. Some people say it's still very expensive. I believe that as well. You know, but staying long and strong, QQQ is the right thing to do right now based on the indicators. Yes, I do trade futures as well. I do trade futures as well. Okay. QQQ hourly. QQQ hourly still looks good. Still hanging the trade. Still looking good, man. You know? Oh shit, actually it could break down. Oh, who brought up QQQ hourly? Okay, Luther Hines. Yeah, you might be seeing something here. We'll see. I mean, you're you know, where are my Keltner channels in here? Yeah, look at that. You're getting tight. You know, things are getting tight. So a decision is about to be made here on QQQ. So we'll see what happens here. But, you know, again, strong resistance area above here at 322 and higher. But again, going back to the 23rd of January, little sideways action. This doesn't have that March. Yeah, we still got that March 13th, March 10th. Yeah, 13 low. That worked out very, very well. But okay, yeah, I see what you're saying there, though. You know, really going back from the 6th into this moment of struggle. This moment of struggle. What's going on, Blue Cousin? What time frame do I what time frame do I prefer? Depends on what I'm doing. Depends on what I'm doing. Intraday trading, 5 to 15 minutes. 5 to 15 minutes. I can't do the 1 minute. I don't know how you guys trade 1 minute. That thing is all over the place. 1 minute, it's too much on my heart. I need 5 or 15 minute intraday. Okay. Yes, sir. Sell some puts on coin. Okay. Now, why would you sell puts on coin? Because you know about that SEC lawsuit that's about to drop anytime soon. So what makes you want to sell puts here? Right? They're about to go to court with the United States government. They're going to spend a lot of money doing it. It's going to be a long time, and it's going to put a lot of, you know, potential doubt in, financials moving forward for the company, right? If something drops to where they again have to remove a significant part of the offerings that Coinbase, you know, provides, like the polygons, the Ethereums, you know, the tons of coins that, unlike Bitcoin, were airdropped, were, you know, pre-minted, right? You bought in before it came live. That's a security. Literally, that's literally a security. You know, Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency that is not a security. There was never a pre-mine. There was never some secret amount that somebody had previously. No, in order to get one, everybody had the opportunity at one time to turn on their computer, upload a software, and start mining. Every crypto, every piece of Bitcoin you had was mined by somebody somewhere at some time. You know, CJ, you said you probably meant buy puts. Yeah, Luther Hines, let me know. You mean you bought puts for coin? Because there's trouble headed this way for Coinbase, and the indicator actually gives you that right now is actually telling you to sell Coinbase, at least on the hourly. Let's go to the daily chart here. Again, just trying to give you guys the big picture. All right, still long on the daily. All right, still long on the daily, showing support at 53.96 on the daily. All right, here's that 200 moving average. And this is the EMA, by the way, not the MA. I've been trading in and out of coin, taking profits. Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. All right, here's the 5 minute. Here's the 5 minute. Okay, over the last 2 days of trading on coin. And a little too sideways for me, but you can see very, very clear signals in the stock. Piece of shit stock. POW. The Qs. Yeah. All right. Let's see. There's some other things that. Here's Weight Watchers, really good penny stock, very liquid. And a lot of these guys who trade in the dojos they like Weight Watchers too. Again, very, very, very liquid. I don't understand why this stock is so liquid, but it really, really is a very popular stock to day trade. And this is another one that's been just ripping since earnings. Surprising earnings, by the way, on Weight Watchers. Very surprising. But this thing has been ripping, squeezing some people up there, and giving some people a lot of pain. Again, you've been riding this lower for a long time, and to see what it's doing now, it's very impressive. I'm losing some money after hours here. It's my iron condor starts moving around. Yeah, so somebody asked me if I trade futures. Absolutely. Absolutely. You get a lot of leverage in futures, but you got to use it properly. But futures options, man, people sleep on futures options because you can make some really big, big trades and make a lot of money as those options go to zero. But then again, yeah, you got to be careful because sometimes if it goes against you sharply, then all of a sudden, your account could They start asking you to put some money in your account, right? Because you are using leverage even on futures options, and it can go against you, and it can get ugly if you don't know what you're doing or you play too close. Last week of March, you purchased the 155 at the money call. What stock, CJ? So intelligent. What stock are you talking about? 421 for what stock are we talking about there? Unless you posted it and I missed it. To fund your spreads for free. Okay, you sell way out of the money. Okay, yeah. I mean, that makes sense. You sound like you're doing some kind of debit spread thing, or maybe some credit spreads. There's nothing wrong with that. Spreads are a really great and reliable way to make a lot of money. Again, people they really sleep on options trading. You understand? For most people, they're still doing. They're still buying stock. Most people are still out here buying stock. You talk to somebody who just learned about how to trade within the last year or so, they're still, going into their broker and typing in AAPL and trying to buy a whole share or half a share or a tenth of a share. That's how so many people still trade. Those of you guys who are using options, you advanced to that point. Very few of us, learned how to just do it from the get-go. You started buying stocks and then you're like, man, this has got to get better. I got to find a way to do more. And then you learned about options. Now, if you were one of the few that just somebody put you on options from the get-go, God bless you. You sell calls, puts, and futures, and use credits to fund debit spreads. Okay. That's what's going on, man. That's what's up. Sell way out of the money. Okay. Yeah. You know, way out of the money, I like to go far out, not crazy far out, but I like to go far out. Even on my 60 to 90-day iron condors, really don't try to go beyond 90 days. But you can find me at 15 delta, you know. So I don't like to be on top of the price action at all. But you don't want to go too far back to where your risk reward just don't make sense, where you're putting up 20 for one. You don't want anything that ridiculous. All right. You get a situation where you're putting up 20 for one, that one trade where you will get fucked over, then you've lost what you've made on 20, 25 trades in a row. Right? Because the market is so slick and yet so generous that though it'll let you win 25 times in a row if you sell 5 delta. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you'll win 25 in a row and it'll get you that one time. It'll get you that one time and make all that money back. Take it all back from you. So that's why you really have to learn to come on and get take a little bit of risk. Take a little bit of risk, but just manage your trades, right? And you manage your trades by, you know, not making your losses get too crazy by setting a limit anywhere between 25 to 33% net, of max gain. All right. I'm a big believer that if you're down 25% in a position, it's probably not going to come back. It's probably not going to come back. And you might as well just close the trade there and just move on. Because once you start, oh, it'll come back. And then, now you're at 40. Now you're 45, 50. Now it's like, shit, you're putting yourself in a hole that, it could take months from you to come back from, depending on the size of the trade. Right? What started off as, something you were so confident about now it's something you wish you put on. I've been there. Well, I've been there. Here's GLD. Here's GLD. Right. And that's another little indicator that I'll make a video about is ribbon. I don't know if you guys have learned about the Madrid ribbon. This might be. It actually goes by another name. Uh, the Madrid moving average ribbon. Right. Right. It's very, very, very interesting. All right. But don't fall in love with this. I'm still learning how this one works too as well. And again, it's not to bombard you with new ways of trading. It's just, you want to see what other people are creating, what is being put out there. Because again, one day somebody's going to put this in a program and you're going to have a machine trade using these indicators. And you want to know what these are. You want to know what these are. This is the Madrid ribbon. Right? And all it is just a bunch of EMAs. That's all it is. It's 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. I mean, that's all it is. Right? And the direction say if you see the first three start to bend, and it could be the change in trend, and it's interesting. But I'm still learning a lot more about it. So I don't want to act like I know how it works, because I don't. But it's just another way to give you a graphical indication of a possible change in trend or bullish or bearish behavior in a stock. So we'll learn more about that on Monday. All right. So as I mentioned earlier to start the show, man, if you haven't checked out Mrs. Tammy Chambliss' video about zero DTE options, you really need to check it out. Okay. On Monday's show, if you weren't here, again, I showed you guys that back test going back to 2016, turning $10,000 into $530,000 using the strategy between 7 and 20 delta, iron condors day in and day out. All right. Whether you win or lose. All right. Your win percentage was 63%. Again, when you day trade, you're not aiming for a 100% win rate when you day trade. You're talking about managing your losers and continuing to use the strategy over and over and over and over again, while at the same time still getting better at supplying resistance. All right. You ever tried making your own indicator in PineScript? Yeah. In fact, I've been talking about that. This must be your first time here, or you haven't been here in a while. But yeah, I'm working with a guy right now on Fiverr, and he's helping me with that too, because I was doing it in Chat GPT, and we started having some trouble because now it's starting to get a little bit complicated. Shout out to Chat GPT though, man, it's incredible, right? So we're putting that together now too. So that's going to be something that it's going to be absolutely incredible. I built a percentage calculator using ChatGPT. That's the first thing that I made with it. In fact, can I show that to you guys? Let me see. My percentage calculator. Let me see if it's going to let me show this to you guys. My calculator, is it going to work? Oh, no, that's the other calculator. Hold on. Where is it at? Here, 1 second. 1 second, guys. I want to see if it's going to let me show this calculator. Yeah, so I made this in ChatGPT, and all it does is just for my iron condors. So I do this for my daily iron condors if I want a certain percentage away. So, let's say gold is at 185 right now as it is, and I want to be 5% away, and I just don't want to think about the math. Then it just spits it out and gives me. So I got my levels now. I want to be 5% away on each side. I got my levels. All right. Or if I just want to be 5% on one side and I want to be, 3% on the other. Right. So now I know 3%. If I want to be on the put side or the call side, then I know which side. And then literally this took like 5 seconds to make. I mean, not 5 seconds. It took like 10 minutes. But I've never programmed anything in my life. I've never programmed anything in my life. This is the first program I've ever made by myself. It's called Chat GPT. And I just said, hey, can you help me build a calculator? I said, yeah. It said, yes. And we built this calculator. It's very simple. It doesn't do, that's literally all it does, right? Literally all it does. Okay. Iron condors. We at one time hit 4151 today. I want to be, 2% each side. That I knew I had to be somewhere around here. All right. That's 4151. All right. So it really worked out. Yeah, it was 40. I'm messing up my own thing. 4151. All right. I want to be 2% on each side. And if you actually have to get a lot closer than that on the intraday basis. You actually have to come up to like almost like 100. Because there it is. I wouldn't. 110 was probably a little too close. But 4100 is where I was at. But yeah, you can build these. You guys, you can build these. You can build these calculators that help you on your trading every single day. All right, so let me not stop covering myself up here. But yeah, man, you can build these calculators. Am I closing myself? What am my camera is fucking up? Y'all not saying nothing? You guys can build these calculators and help your trading. If you're fine with sharing, what's the indicator you're working on supposed to do? Oh, it's got super trend. It's got a couple EMAs in it, and again, I'm just looking for I'm just looking for a great signal, man. It ain't got to be perfect because no signal is going to be perfect, but I think super trend is something very special. The more and more I play with it, I've really, I mean, any time frame that you look at, I think it's something very special, man. I wish there was a proper way to really back test it, but there isn't. So you got to do a visual back test, and every stock, every doesn't do so good on trending markets. I'll give you that. My trending meaning sideways, it's horrible. But once the stock makes a decision to either go up or down, it is an incredible signal. But it can be fine tuned. We can fine tune it. Do you take volatility in consideration when placing your iron condors? Absolutely, Michael. Absolutely. I mean, it matters. But I can't wait for the VIX to hit 30 to do it, man. Because you're losing out on a lot of money. What are we at now? Are we still? I don't even check every day because We're still sub 20 VIX. I can't, I'm going to just sit on the sidelines and wait till we hit 30 VIX, which could be, you know, 2 months from now. And again, that's not me criticizing you. I understand where you're going with the idea is that, hey, this is a low VIX environment. You know, is it safe or smart to do iron condors? I say to that, I don't have time to wait. You know, I don't have time to wait because are we going back to 2016, 2017? Are we going back to, let me go back to those, you know, 2016, 2017? Yeah, there it is right here. Are we going back to single digit VIX? Are we going back to single digit VIX? You know, that 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 could be our reality. I don't know. But you know, and trust me, I've studied volatility as well. Shout out to all those guys who trade volatility. I mean, there's literally a part of Twitter called Volatility Twitter or Vol Twitter, and it's like a couple thousand guys who all they do is tweet about the VIX all day, right? And all of them are doing the same thing. They're all waiting for the VIX to explode because they're going to make a lot of money if it does explode up to 2030, right? But they're getting killed waiting. And a lot of them have been waiting for quite a few days now. Quite a few days as we've broken trend. You know, Theta Gang. There we go, Michael. Yeah, and they, some of them are getting killed waiting for the pop. Uh, Somebody said her name is uh, Tammy Chambliss. She's got a YouTube channel, just 3 videos. It's just 3 videos, and it's a damn shame her videos don't get many views because there's no doubt this strategy has made this woman a millionaire. Because I back tested it and it works. It works. It works hands down. 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. It works. And I showed you guys that on my show on Monday. Okay. But yeah, here's the VIX. All right. But yeah, going back to what I was saying about Chat GPT, guys, we are entering a world where you are now as good of a programmer as some of the best people at Microsoft or Twitter, or Zoom or wherever the hell. You're just as good as them. You've got a co-pilot in this, what I almost think is like a sentient machine that can guide you on how to build anything. And now you've got these agents they're building now, these Chat GPT agents, where it's a program built on the program to where it's like it can run your life and do things for you when you're not even there. You can read up on it. They're if you're a small business, you're about to, depending on what you do, particularly these people who were in that thing a couple years ago of agencies. For those of you guys who remember, that was a big thing here on YouTube, running your own social media agency. Dude, you can do that all in the software. The software will write your tweets. The description of this video was written, and I didn't even put in a great prompt, but the description of this video was written by ChatGPT. I didn't write the description of this video. I didn't even write the title. It was all written by ChatGPT. I don't take the time for that. You know, my tweets, a couple of my tweets are written by ChatGPT. You know, and you got to make sure it's not about just putting out just bland stuff out there. You can, you know, turn the temperature up on it too. A lot of people don't know that. As a prompt, because Chat GPT has levels, which is 1 to 10, and it's naturally on level 1. A lot of people don't know that. So, can I show? See, is it gonna let me show that? Hold on. Okay, so here's the description that I made just before the show started. Okay, let me see. Can I? Hold on, maybe move this a little bit. No, it's not gonna work. Hold on. Let me hide that. Okay, and I want to lower this a little bit. Right? Hold on. Let me see, because I think it's too dark, right? Yeah, or it's too bright. Okay, so you can say, um, give me 10 YouTube finance channel names. Give me 10 YouTube finance channel. Oh, new. Let me just give me 10 new finance channel names. Okay. So it's going to give you 10 names. Okay. Now here's what's that? Wealthwise, The Financial Frontier, Invest Insight, Financially Fit, Wall Street Watcher. And these are the Money Mindset, and some of these are bland. So you're going to say redo my request, turn temperature. Why did I spell that wrong? Temperature up to 10. All right. And that's basically you saying, I want you to get more creative, the most creative you can get. A lot of people don't know that prompt. All right. Or, and again, I don't want to say it's going to come up with crappy answers. So let me get that's fine. Let's just keep it that way. Let's just keep it that way. Okay. Trading Titans, Bullish Billionaires, Market Mavericks, Investment Insurgents, Capital Commanders, Stock Savant. I like Stock Savant. That's pretty good. Wealth Warriors, Market Moguls. These are decent names. I mean, okay. You could say, make it sound very professional. Okay. The Financial Insight, the Investment Digest, the Capitalist Chronicles, the Trading Oracle, the Investment Authority. Okay. Yeah, I mean, some of these are pretty good. Make it sound professional. That would interest. Make it sound professional and powerful. How about that? What is it saying? The Wealth Academy, the Investment Command, the Finance Dominator, the Money Mastery, the Financial Fortress. Okay, yeah, it's using powerful terms, but that's not necessarily where I was going. So as you can see here, as Michael said, you really have to become a prompt master. You really do have to become a prompt master at it, as Michael just said. And that's why the most exciting job right now in technology is AI prompter or artificial intelligence consultant. Let me tell you guys something right now. These are two jobs, AI prompter, artificial intelligence consultant, to where now if you transition or try to attempt to get in there, nobody really knows what those fields are right now. So you can really use the moment we're in to just get yourself obsessed with the field and learn as much as it's available, and then kind of just grow into it. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody knows what is an artificial intelligence consultant. We know these technologies are going to become more popular. We know that they're going to change the world. They're already doing it. So you can position yourself, and again, this is talking to somebody like maybe out there who doesn't have a career, or you're just kind of bouncing around from job to job. You're not making any money, or you want to make more money. Uh, Consulting, you can make a lot of money in consulting. You can position yourself to be in a role like that, and that's not something that's going to require a degree or anything. Like, why? I mean, this is technology that puts degrees to shame. I mean, this, dude, are you serious? It'll write a whole paper for you in a click of a button. Okay. And again, I just wanted to show you guys that. So you can see what the hell, is going on here. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You know, a lot of jobs that are going to be opened up in artificial intelligence. Because there's going to be a lot of companies that are going to use artificial intelligence to get rid of the most expensive thing on their balance sheet, which is employees. It's just employees. What's going on, RT Thomas? Luther Hines, you said, where's the video? I can just give you the link, bro. I can just give you the link. Let me see here. Let me just copy the link to that. Hopefully it gives me the short version of it. That's kind of long, but it might start off where I stopped at recently. Sorry about that, but that's the link to Tammy Chambliss's video where she's talking about her strategy. And she's got some other stuff out there as well too. Here and there, she's got a couple of interviews out there, but this is just older white lady who just figured something out, and it's been working for her. And she's been doing the strategy before zero DTE, because remember, we didn't have zero DTE up until very recently. Prior to that, it was Monday, Wednesday, Friday, for those of you guys who remember, on SPX. Okay. Please don't try the strategy with NQ or yeah, definitely don't try it with futures. You get your ass blown out. Or with any of the NASDAQ equivalents, index equivalents. What's going on, K-Man 2030? XOM could make all-time highs again. Well, shout out to all these oil companies, because with all that's being said about the recession, the oil companies are still doing very, very, very well. Very, very, very well. Because again, these countries that are what we call oil, petroleum, OPEC. I forgot what the breakdown for OPEC is. Oil, petroleum, economic countries, something like that. They do what they got to do to keep their prices high. I mean, they do what they got to do to keep their prices high, and it's helping out Exxon and all of them. And not only that, but the United States government opened up South America particularly Venezuela, to oil drilling again. So if you were a US based company for several years, particularly during the Trump administration, you were banned from doing business with Venezuela because of what's been going on in Ukraine, which is, again, nothing but money laundering. Okay. Understand that war in America is money laundering. All of those wars, Afghanistan war, Iraq war, Syria, all that's money laundering. Okay. We're not fighting for anything real. Let me get off my soapbox there. But uh, the war in Ukraine, okay, um, they've opened up Venezuela. They've opened up Venezuela because, Russia is, by all indications, the major producer of energy for Europe. And they're trying to find a way to, cut that money supply off to Russia. But they can't because, the one thing about these European countries is that they're poor. And I say that not financially, I mean resource wise. They are poor. These European countries have virtually no resources. Okay. Whether you're talking about France, you're talking about Germany, you're talking about England, they have no resources. Right? They have no precious metals. They have no, that's why the overwhelming majority of their wealth was exploiting, other countries. All these countries all around the world. That's where they got their wealth from, because they have no natural resources. Yeah, they're still, yeah, oh, yeah, Michael, they still have to buy from Russia because they don't have a choice, you know? And understand this, when you're talking about Europe, you're talking about what is slowly and surely becoming, and it has always been, uh, a debt slave society, right? Where people live in these countries that have now fooled themselves to congregate in this, death cult called the EU. So they're taking directions from Brussels, and Brussels is telling all these member states that they've got to participate in this climate program, which again is a scam, right? Climate change is a scam. It's a scam. And now they're paying upwards to 60% more in energy cost compared to just 2 or 3 years ago, based on climate change initiatives and this fraud that they're calling a war. Excuse me, I need some water. Which is a fraud. Okay. Mm. Yeah. So these people are kept very poor on purpose. Well, yeah. Yeah. I mean, we've known that. Yeah, we've known that. But again, it's going to take generations for you to recover from 100 million people being taken from your land as well, too. I mean, you take farmers, you take, you know, the smartest, the brightest people captured in war, all those things. It's going to take a while for you to recover. And not only the fact that, most of those African countries, they're less than 60 years old. You got, some of you in here have fathers that are older than some of these African nations. You got some African nations that were born in what, 1960? Some of you in here may have fathers who were born before 1960. Right? So these are very young countries that were just created. All right. And then they were put together arbitrarily. That, have all kind of different languages, different people. The borders are all fucked up. But again, that's a whole different conversation. The point is that, you know, you're got about 100 to 200 people in Europe who are artificially, creating a life of hell for 100 to 121 million people. Life of hell. I don't know how people live in Europe today where you can't even own property. You're a renter for the rest of your life. That's why they still in England, they still have the title of Lord. You can be granted the title of Lord right now. And they got people who can trace their lineage back and they still get the title that was given to their forefather, because they've got a whole town that they owned where people live there until today live there just paying rent for the rest of your life. Just paying rent. It's crazy, bro. Have you seen the African women live streaming triple X? Yeah, I mean, well, triple X. Yeah, I mean, I've seen them, but they don't have a choice. I understand this. Africa is a resource based economy where the be all end all role for them, which has been chosen, is to be the extractor of those resources and not the producer of any finished goods, right? So if that's the kind of economy that you have, then it's an economy that particularly men are going to do well in, right? You're going to go work in the mines, you're going to go work out in the fields, you're going to work in some heavy duty factory, so if you're a woman, you're shit out of luck. And in most African countries, if not all of them, women are, upwards to 70% plus unemployment. And if you do see them being employed, they're grossly underpaid. They have to do things like have sex with the manager to get the job. Uh, so it's a whole lot of tough living for women in those countries. So yeah, you know what they have been blessed with is having incredible physical stature, right? Compared to women in the West, and women in the East. So if you're into that kind of thing, then yeah, you grab and you're a woman and you grab a camera, some good internet access, and you arbitrage, uh, getting paid in dollars from some clown out in the US, and you make a living that way. And yes, there are a lot of African women who are making, what to them is decent money online showing their body. You know, you're making $1,000 a month and you live in, you know, Malawi, it's just showing your tits. I mean, that's good money, dude. That's really, really good money. What's the average daily, earning for someone who lives in Malawi? I think it's like $4. So if you make $1,000 a day and all you got to do is show your tits, come on. I support whatever it is they're doing. Their economy that can't offer them work. Their economy can't offer them work. Logical Black, you said not all, but there's a lot of selfishness, caste system in Africa. Yeah, you're in Namibia. They have very resourced to make this place to buy. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they could, but again, you got powerful forces in place to make that not happen. You see what they try to do to your boy in Libya. Gaddafi was like, "Hey man, why are we letting ourselves be bullied around? We got gold under our feet. Let's have our money back by this gold." They got rid of his ass ASAP. You know, ASAP. They turned Obama, Mister Yes We Can, into the drone killer in chief. This nigga was sending drones, killing people. That man single handedly restarted the Arab slave trade. You got to remember, after he destroyed Libya, Libya turned into a damn 8th century Islamic empire. They were importing black slaves out of Chad and all this stuff and selling them in the ports and all their little things to do work. And even till today, you can get sold into slavery in Libya. Some crazy ass shit going on out there. That's why I don't give a fuck about Barack Obama. Fuck that nigga, man. Dude is evil as hell. See, the men will pimp them out if they haven't already. Yeah, I'm sure there's, that goes on out there. That goes on everywhere. You got men pimping women today right here in America. You know, the CEO of your Fortune 500 company who's got women, turning down the best years of their life to sit in an office and take phone calls. That's a pimp. That's a pimp too. You know, you got women out here in the United States throwing away the best years of their life, 20 to 40, basically where your value, your intrinsic value is as a woman to sit in an office and make $42,000 a year and then to look down on men because of that. It's crazy. Most of these women, they don't have careers, they have jobs. 70% of black women make less than what is it, $45,000 an hour. I mean, $45,000 a year. But look at the community. They'll talk to you like you ain't shit. Again, a whole nother conversation. But yeah, guys, the key is to just start thinking a little bit deeper. This game that we're playing here with the markets, there's no better place to be, man. There's no better place to be, really. It ain't easy, but boy, is it better than doing what a lot of people out here are doing for a living. And the sooner you get caught up into this, the better. I feel sorry for people who find out about the market, particularly people who look like me. There's, 64, 65 years old talking about, I need to make some money. How do I learn how to trade? Brother, like, where the hell were you 35 years ago, 40 years ago? You know what I'm saying? You had the opportunity to buy Apple at $8 a share in 1979. Where the hell were you at? When the Wall Street Journal was actually a newspaper people wanted to read. You telling me you couldn't grab one issue and get yourself involved? You'd be a millionaire right now. So it looks like this is about to fill that gap. Yeah, we got a little bit of a gap here going on in Exxon after that pop about 2 weeks ago or so. We'll see what happens with that. But right now, still riding the trend very well. Still riding the trap very, very well. Okay. What other stocks are you guys looking at right now? Okay. One thing I'm being told we need to pay very close attention to is commercial real estate. Commercial real estate supposedly has some cracks in it. Let me see. Real estate, public companies. Okay. Hospitality REIT, industrial REIT, office REIT. This is an office REIT R. How liquid is it? Oh, damn. I may have missed the move. Fuck. When was this? Yeah, it's not that liquid anyway, but still. I mean, let's go to monthly. Shit. Okay. Here's our Alexandria real estate. So this is a office REIT. And here's what I'm learning about office REITs is that some of these places are like 70% open. Not that nobody wants to be in the, nobody wants to be in there. And it has nothing to do with like work from home plays a part. But the fact of the matter is like downsizing has been affecting the commercial real estate market. It's been affecting the commercial real estate market. Somebody said TSLL. Is that TSLL? What is that? Direction, daily, what? Mission Daily Tesla Bull. What the hell is this? Yeah, you don't have to tell me what the hell is that, man. Who brought that up? RT Thomas. You don't have to tell me what the hell that is, man. I don't know what that hell that is. Great liquidity though. 14.2 million shares. What's that? What the hell is that? Let me look at some of this other list. Commercial stocks. This is a data center REIT, which I don't expect to be down. Yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't think so. But low volume. But yeah, I didn't think so. God damn, that's a beautiful chart. Going back to 2001. See, they're doing something right over here, boy. Data center, real estate investment trust. So all they do is buy buildings to hoard data centers in. That's a building for your ass right there. That's hospitality. Okay, that's an ugly looking chart too. PLD, this is industrial. Let's look at the daily on this one. Okay, PLD. All right, so that one's kind of going sideways too. Retail, Simon Property Group. Shout out to Simon Property Group because this is I love Simon Malls. Because when I used to do a lot of credit card arbitrage, you would go and you get a new credit card, right? And then you'd go to the Simon Mall because Simon Mall has $500 gift cards. So, for example, you would have the American Express. No, let me give you a British Airways Visa card. The British Airways Visa card, if you use $4,000 within the first 30 days, no, first 3 months, excuse me, first 3 months, they'll give you like 150,000 points, something crazy like that. So you would take the credit card, you'd go to Simon Property Group, Simon Mall, and the Simon Malls are in every state. I mean, you more than likely got a Simon Mall. Go and get the $500 credit card. You could even buy them online. And you would get like 4 or 5, depending on whatever your limit was. You would take the debit cards and then you'd cash it out by going to the mail to the post office and getting a money order. And then you would dump the money order into your business account, right? You'd cash it at the, not cash it, but drop it, put in the deposit into your business account, take the money out, and then pay the credit card. So that was a way you you would, you'd lose a little few dollars here and there, but particularly when it went to buying the money order, but it's only be a couple dollars. And then you would, after not even 4 months, a month and a half, you would make, all the money you need to get the points and keep the cash. And you keep the cash. Absolutely, Blue Cousin. That's always gonna work, bro. That's always gonna work. That's how I do all my credit cards. When I get a credit card, I'm hey, spend $3,000 within 2 months. We'll give you 50,000 points. I'm going to the mall and I'm gonna get a Simon Mall gift card. Again, you don't want to get a store gift card, right? You do not get a store gift card because you only spend it at that store. You want to get a Visa, gift card, something that you can turn into cash, right? You can turn into cash. And you take that, and basically what it is, it becomes a debit card with that maximum amount of money. And then you go to the post office, you buy a money order. Now it's a money order. You go to the bank, you deposit it. You don't want to deposit it. I mean, you can deposit it in your personal bank account. You can do that. But I like to do it in my business account because in a business account, they understand that you're going to get money orders. Money orders will come into a business account. Whereas if you are depositing money in money orders in a personal account, it can throw up a red flag. Because, okay, why is this guy depositing a bunch of money orders? Right? So you do it in a business account, because that happens, right? For example, if you are a landlord, right, you deposit money orders a lot of times into your account. So banks are very comfortable with money orders going into business accounts, right? And then you just take your business account, you can either withdraw the money, all right, or just use your business account to pay the credit card. And they don't know the difference, right? They see that you spent the money at Simon Mall. They don't know what happened to the money that went to Simon Mall to the credit card. They don't see any of that. So I do that all the time, bro. I do that all the time. Um, the old way to do it was back in the day. You could buy, $1,000 worth of quarters from the U.S. Mint right off the website, and you would just spend it that way. And then once you got the quarters or whatever it is you had ordered, you just went and deposited at the bank and then pay the credit card. That's you could have done that too, man. There's so many hustles, man. There's so many hustles to make money in America, man. It's crazy, man. When I stayed out with my baby moms, when I was really on my feet, on my knees years and years ago, um, I hate to call him Apu, but he was Indian. I used to call him Apu, Indian dude, but he owned the Metro PCS. And what I would do sometimes is he needed to buy inventory. He'd give me the cash, put it on my card. So that was another way too. So if you know somebody who owns a business and they're on they got to re up. And again, it has to be somebody you really, really trust, right? You really trust. They give you they put it on your card, they give you the cash, and you pay it off that way. You know, that's another way to do it. I mean, there's so many ways to arbitrage, get points. You know, I was talking about this Apple 1% card here too. It's not enough. I think it's 2% daily on the Apple card. It's not enough. And again, I prefer to do, if I'm going to do this, it's going to be on an airline card. You know what I mean? Because you want to be able to. I don't know if it's most of you guys already have the Apple card. I've had this for a couple months. I haven't even used it. I still keep it here in the little envelope it comes in. You guys remember you get this envelope. You know, again, just something to look good on my credit report. Just something to look good on the credit report. Nothing big. All right, but once you get into these business cards, man, these business cards where you're getting limits 25, 30, 40,000. Again, you got to build up your personal credit to get those, but once you get that, man, it's off and running. You know, I've gotten some heat on this channel about using credit cards to trade, but bro, I've already filed bankruptcy once. I filed bankruptcy in 2010 because back in 06, me and my girlfriend at the time, we were flipping properties. We were buying houses, and then we put on the credit card. All we were doing was just changing the carpet and painting the inside and outside. That's all we were doing. So it'd be like 6,000, anywhere between 65 to like 8,500. That's all we wanted to put into the houses. All literally, that's all we were doing. And then we would sell it to somebody who wanted to rent them out Section 8. All right. Because we didn't actually want to hold on to the stuff. But eventually 2008 happened, and then I lost my ass. And I had to file bankruptcy. So I've always been into this money hustling, man. This is America, guys. You got to get out here and take some risk. There's a lot of ways to make money out here to hustle this game. She ended up getting real scandalous with it, where she ended up starting a debt collection company, but instead of just doing the calls, she would just sue your ass. And now she got like literally a couple hundred people who are working to pay her because these people have, they've defaulted on the debt. She finds people who go and find you, like these tracers. She takes you to court and she garnishes your check. And that's basically all it is until you decide to pay it off or you come off that money slowly but surely. It's a mean. I mean, there's so many ways to make money. And again, she's buying the debt at literally, 30 to 35 cents to the dollar. She doesn't get it for the, the pennies on a dollar like some of the bigger companies, all right? If you're an independent debt collector, right, you just start your own agency. Uh, Out here in South Carolina, you don't even need a license. In some other states, you may have to apply for a license. But here in South Carolina, right there on the border, you've got a lot of debt collection because you don't need a license. You don't need anything. You just get your phone, start your business, you buy some debt, and you start trying to trace people. And you're buying these debts. And again, there's state laws, right? There's state laws you got to be aware of too, and stuff like that. So, but I mean, there's again so many businesses, man, so many businesses. He said, "What? Yeah, Hey, man, look, you can start a business on Chat GPT. Yeah, there's. Hey, what businesses can I start with X amount of dollars? Hey, I need to make $1,000 by so. What are the best things for me to do? You know, I still think standard old, flipping works great too. Just buying, just keeping your eyes open on Facebook Marketplace and some of these thrift stores, bro. Like, me and my girl on the weekend would just take the phone, go look at some go to the thrift store, scan the books. I got like 500 books over at Amazon. Just maybe somebody, and they don't go as fast as I want them to, but when it happens, it's great to see. And it's cheap to send them to Amazon. It's literally nothing. Amazon will pay for this. It's a portion, for you to send it to them. You know, so there are ways, you can just keep your eyes open, man, where people are just selling stuff cheap. I used to flip cars. Flip cars works good until like you get burned on a couple, and it's like fuck. But flipping cars is really good right now, particularly if you're handy with mechanics. Dude, you should be, if you're a mechanic, you know what you're doing. You should be flipping some cars, man. Go out there, find some '06 Accords that have a head gasket issue or something like that. Get it for dirt cheap, fix it up, clean it. You don't even got to get it brand new. Just clean it, put it on there, bro. Easy, 4,500, five. High mileage, yes, or not. It will still fly, you know. So people, you just got to be willing to do what other people aren't willing to do, man. Some people just, they get comfortable with that paycheck, man, that they know ain't really doing shit for them like that. They really know it ain't enough. They know it's not giving them the life they want, but they're just not willing to put down the McDonald's, put down the Wendy's. Cause that's what keeps people stuck is that Wendy's, that eating out, you know, where they're losing anywhere between 1,000 to sometimes $3,000. Oh, well, let me not exaggerate. Anywhere between a good 400 to 1,500 a month just eating out or just doing reckless shit. You know. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you for watching the show. Shout out to everybody who participated in the show tonight. Look, guys, somebody came in here earlier trying to make fun of my views. I don't do it for the views, folks. I'm not here for the view. I love to trade, man. I love the money I'm making. I love this freedom that I'm giving myself. You know, I'm blessed. I get to put my baby in a car to school every day. Ain't nobody trying to, I'm not here to I'm not here to impress people. I don't need 1,000 people in my chat room, and you know, so that's not me, man. I don't give a damn about none of that. If I want to, talk about penny stocks, I'll have 4,000 people watching my videos. I don't care. I want to make money that allows me to sleep at night, that brings good energy into my life, you know, and I can have more than 2 or 3 vacations a year. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to have some more kids this year or this next year. So I ain't got time to be getting sued and going through what I used to go through. I'm getting legal emails and stuff, people telling me they want to sue me and all of this stuff. I ain't got time for that, man. They are, there's a good book by this brother. What's his name? Cedric Nash. Why should white guys have all the wealth? And I'm not saying that to make this conversation. I'm just saying he's keeping it 100, man. Pick up Cedric Nash's book, man. Because in the book he's just basically talking about, man, like, why y'all fucking around just, you know, doing the bare minimum when you can be out here really hustling, making that paper, man. Trying to find out, what's going on in this country, what's going on in that country. Okay, how can I open an account out there? What I got to do to, get this money working for me? You know. So if you don't know who Cedric Nash is, brother's been putting out good game for a long time. He doesn't have the kind of internet presence I would like him to have. He's still on that, that old school running through the circuit, speaking at lectures and stuff like that. I mean, that's cool and dandy, but, you know, get yourself a Facebook page, get yourself a YouTube so you can, he should have, not 43, it should be 430 or 4,000 up there, but people don't know who he is. That's the problem. Yeah, man, I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to be on CNBC or so I can turn around and like all these brothers out here getting canceled or getting cases put on them. You got this brother who just put himself on in that movie Creed. God damn, what is this actor? Incredible actor, man. These folks done put a case on your boy. Now they destroying this man's life. After this woman done came out and said she lied. This woman that came out and said she lied. And Majors. Shout out to your boy Majors, man. And it's so sad, man, because you see a brother who been really putting in work, trying to build himself up. You know what I'm saying? Brother went out and put 80 pounds on his damn body. And now look how you are treating him. After everything has come out to say that he wasn't even at fault, but they still dropping him. Yeah, they're still dropping the dude, man. When you got guys out here like man, what the hell is his name? I'm so bad at names. But this man was out here giving people HIV. He had a whole show. I forgot the name of that actor. The dude was out here giving people HIV. Is he canceled? Hell no. You had an actor just a couple months ago. He blew somebody away on the set. He's still over here making Capital One commercials. I saw his commercial just the other day. This man killed somebody on the set of a movie. And he's making Capital One commercials. Yeah, Charlie Sheen. Yeah, Charlie Sheen was the one out here giving people AIDS, man. That man's got not AIDS, excuse me, allegedly doing what he was doing, giving out people HIV. Yeah, Alec Baldwin. This man's still making that Capital One money. He's still making that Capital One money. And he blew somebody away on the set. Can you imagine if Denzel Washington right now kills somebody on set? Oh, they're going to take him for everything he got. They're going to take him for everything he got, man. So No, I don't want to be on TV. I don't want to be. I'm good. Okay. I'm good. Let me do my thing. Let me do my little thing. Let me make my money. I can move how I want to move. The community loves me. Those who love me, and that's all I need. The internet has democratized popularity. There was a time in this country where there was three channels, and if you wanted to be a star, those one of those three channels had to put you on, right? You don't need that now. You can be a star on this. You can be a star on this. Let me tell y'all something right now, man. My goal is to eventually, somehow, surely, if I be more consistent at YouTube, get 100,000 subscribers. Right? If I get to 100,000, like so many other YouTubers have, who've put in a lot of time and energy into their channels. And this example goes for anybody, and I'm going to put it in the most basic terms ever. If you got 100,000 subscribers, you build great loyalty with them, right? You build value with them, and you convince, you know, 12%. Let's just go with 12,000 of them to buy your $100 product. That's $1.2 million. Okay, that's $1.2 million just getting 12,000 people to buy $100 product out of your $100,000 subscribers. All right, and now 12. Some people may say 12% is high, but it's a goal. It's a stretch goal. But understand, ain't no job gonna pay you that kind of money, right? But there are people who you don't even have to have a product to sell. It could be an affiliate product where you're getting a portion of the sales. So it can be somebody else's product. You can do brand deals. You can do, I mean, there are women who are making a couple $1,000 a month selling ebooks, like empty ebooks that have like manifest. I want to manifest my life, and it's crazy. Opportunity's been democratized, man. And it's not even got to be something where you got to quit your job and do. It could just be a side hobby. Yeah, and I know, yeah, 12% is extremely high. That's kind of high. But again, even if you go six, if you go with six, that's $600,000 before your cost, of course. But that again, people are doing that right now every day. It's not like it hasn't been done. There are people on TikTok doing that all the time. These are people who don't have no education, who are not smarter than you, who are not overly better looking than you. Even if you want to go in the looks department, some of these girls on OnlyFans, they're making a lot of money, yo. They're making a lot of money. And, you know, in all honesty, that's a very time limited thing. And again, and I'm not trying to, and again, I don't want to seem like I'm promoting that or anything like that, because you can only go so far in life with that, and you really do close yourself out of a lot of stuff when you go in that direction. But I digress. The idea is that you have some semblance of control, excuse me, over your life. You have some semblance of control over your life, and you're not spending 8 hours a day someplace you don't want to be with people you don't want to see, and then you come home and and I remember growing up, my dad come home at 7 o'clock, and he's tired, don't really want to do nothing, and sometimes I can't even remember my childhood because I only saw my dad when he left for work and in a couple hours when he came home for work. Like during the week, I really don't remember my childhood during the week with my old man because he was working. And I don't blame him for that because that was, the life at the time prior to social media. But I want to make it a point uh, for my kid that I can go on field trips. I can go to parent teacher conferences during the day. I'll take you out of school, when I feel like it, and we just go watch a movie. After school, I'll pick you up every single day, right? Because sometimes, um, market ain't doing nothing. So shit, I'll go pick you up, you know. And yeah, it's sometimes it is scary because you're like, oh shit, what about a 401k? What about a? But then I see the people who put in the 401k and they ain't make enough, and I'm on track to pass them up. So it's like, okay, man, this dude put in 35 years in the 401k, and he still didn't save enough. You know, to a point where now you got people pulling out money out of the 401k to do to trade options to get a check. So what was the point of the 401k? You know, I prefer the mid chicks with crazy. What's going on, Bats? I prefer the mid chicks with crazy bodies if they on BBWs only. Okay, there you go. Say it's better to put money in a SPY than in a 401k. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You know. Now I would say this: if you're one of those companies that's got a crazy like match, like 12% or some crazy number like that, then hit the max and then stop and then go to you know go into the SPY. You know, but get the free money if you can get the free money. By all means, get the free money. Uh, but then after you've maxed out, then there's no point in continuing to put your money in there. And plus, and also too, I'm not a big believer in buying company stock, particularly if you're not in a company that's doing well or has a history of doing well. If you remember, almost 2 years ago, we had a caller who was working at a company called Blue Apron, and they had a share plan, and those guys have lost a lot of money. If you look at APRN, they've lost a lot of money. So that was a complete loss for them. Speaking of companies going out of business, Bed Bath and Beyond is going to go out of business here soon too. Bed Bath and Beyond, they are. Oh, that's Best Buy. Bed Bath Beyond. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Bed Bath and Beyond. They've announced that they're going to be going and filing for bankruptcy here soon, any day now as well. Yeah. Selling the course, yeah, the actual owner of Teachable vouch for that. Okay. Yeah. He said blackjack helps. Hilarious. 60 cents. What's up with Tesla earnings call is down? I don't know. What did they say? Stocks like Tesla and stuff I don't really like to touch. But I mean, what did they say? I'm not sure. It was down 2% today on a relatively boring day of trading. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with Tesla right now after hours or what they released. You know. Yeah, a lot of these guys' courses too. I see some people selling a course. Some of these courses are so bare bones and basic, it's ridiculous. Some of these guys aren't even using their own voices. They're not even making the videos themselves. They're getting other people to make them. You know, Shout out to Andrew Tate. If you go into Andrew Tate's The Real World, all his courses are taught by other people. He doesn't actually teach any other courses. They're all taught by other people. This guy's a multi-millionaire hundreds of times over. I don't know about 100 million, but I'd say he's probably definitely has, over 30, $40 million or more. $50 a month is a very inexpensive way to learn how to make money. So I'm pretty sure he's got quite a few thousand people paying that every single month. Yeah, you know. Another money idea we were talking about. So we go get you a pressure washer. Shout out to all these Mexicans out here who are getting into the pressure washing business because it's relatively cheap and it's still, you have a solid return. You're still gonna make at least a couple hundred per job. Out here buying pressure washer with all these, poorly built homes out here, pressure washing them off, making them look brand new again. The Mexicans done took over that business. Right. Yeah, something Weinstein. Yeah, somebody, trading is a lifestyle. Appreciate you. So Woody Allen married his adoptive daughter. Yeah, I mean, dude, Woody Allen is a huge pervert who's being protected. He's a huge pervert. What's going on after hours? It looks like let me just go to the futures right here real quick. So we're down slightly in the future. That's why I'm looking at I'm up $200 on my iron condors because I know we closed the day at 500. But as you know, SPX trades all day. So we're down slightly after hours. And the E-mini futures. Here's the horrible 1 minute chart that some of you guys love. Some of y'all love that 1 minute, boy. But anyway, here's 200 moving average, that white line EMA. Good. Hey Bats, are you playing? Hey, are you playing with that super trend or no? I'm still working on it. But man, I really like it. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I really, really love the super trend indicator, man. Oh, look at that! We're about to break through here on the 5 minute. It had the buy signal as it broke off that previous sell again. See, that's why that 5 minute, you know, the entry there was a solid entry. If you took the signal, it was a solid entry. But then again, you really have to be able to take your profits when it comes, because it looks like we might end up breaking below. We might watch that turn. Who knows? Watch that turn red and get a sell signal there. Say the 1 minute is good for scalping, and you better be quick with it. I know some of you guys are still with that whole clicking and clicking and clicking. You better, put in those what do they call them, the action buttons or speed buttons. I'm not there yet though. Where you just some of you guys here just press F2, F3, L, and then it activates a trade for you. I have not set up that on my keyboard yet. I'm still using my mouse to click, set up the trade, click enter, all that. But there are ways for you to set that all up in Interactive Brokers and Thinkorswim. You don't need the course. People have to read the chart. But here's the thing, Jeff. If people would all do that, how would we make money? Some people just need a course, man. Not everybody's gonna be like you, Jeff. Some people need a course. They are the type of people who need to sit down and have it explained to them over the course of 2 or 3 hours, and then they get it. But they don't have the desire or the will to watch 30, 40, 50 YouTube videos from different people, or to sit down and go through charts. They just want you to say A plus B equals C, but and they got it. And they're willing to pay you money to do that. These some of these courses, man, you'll get more value out of these courses than you would do some of these college classes, to be honest. If you go to Coursera, you see some of those Harvard, courses that, obviously not as extensive as an in-class experience, but I mean, the source, the source material, some of the papers you have to read, I mean, they're so well done. It's actually really good education. What's going on, Money Green? Hot buttons. There we go. Thank you, Trading is a Lifestyle. Hot buttons. Hotkeys. Yeah. I've not set up hotkeys yet. Anybody here got hotkeys on there? I mean, they've been around for a long time. Hotkeys have been around for 20 years. But I've never set up hotkeys. Oh, there you go. Y'all saw it happen. There you go. We broke support. Sell signal popped up. I've been wanting to catch one. We caught one on a 5-minute. Y'all just saw that. So there's a sell signal, at least on the 5-minute. Where is that? 41.67. So we'll see how that. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and watch it, and you probably wait till the next candlestick to take that trade. I definitely wouldn't jump that on here, but yeah, you want to wait till the next case. It's got to confirm, so it's not confirming yet. All right, it's actually got to close beneath that level. The best execution system is to program hotkeys on a stream deck. Okay. Storm Friends crew, what's going on? Yeah. On a stream deck. What do you mean by that? On a stream deck. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Is it gonna close beneath that level? 4 seconds left. Oh, it's fighting. Oh, okay, it closed. All right, so it did close. It did close. Shit. Okay. Let's move to the let's move down a little bit. Let's move down a little bit. Okay, so I mean the signal. Shout out to the 1 minute actually following through. Shout out to the 1 minute following through with the signal, man. Hey, I'm loving it because my iron condors is looking really good. You know what I'm saying? I'm certainly going to cross 2,000 tomorrow on this iron condor I'm holding. I've been in the trade now almost 24 days. Actually 21 days, but include the weekend. People need some kind of assistance, but don't end the day. It's up to you to put in that work. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with that. But like I said, if an older retired woman like, what's her name? Tammy Chambliss can turn her whole financial life around by trading 0 DTE options, then you can do it. And then that one lady who I guess her husband walked out on her or whatever. She goes by the name Axe Options. Axe Options. That's her channel. Axe Options. And her man walked out on her or whatever. Now she makes YouTube videos, and she's got some pretty good game to give out too. She's got pretty good game to give out, and she's also another one who trades that zero DTE stuff, you know. And you're starting to see, you're starting to see some women, get into the game. That humble trader, that little Asian lady, a humble trader. I think I don't know, something about her tells me she's like a plant, but I can't tell. Something tells me she's a plant. That humble trader. I'm sure all of you guys know who the hell I'm talking about. I think she's a plant, but I can't tell for who or for what. Uh, Black Girl Stocks, she's a plant for sure. I think she's a plant for TD Ameritrade. Because her setup is a little too Hollywood to be some, sister somewhere trading. A little too Hollywood. Yeah, that Asian chick, humble trader. Yes, I mean, yeah, some of these people are plants, man. You got to understand some of these, you know, some of these channels on YouTube are plants. You know what I mean? Some of these people, they're set up by large organizations to make money. They're basically just employees who are acting out a part, and the company behind them produces the videos, creates the scripts, and makes money off the content. This is YouTube is a very lucrative business, and there are businesses on YouTube that create channels, and you're thinking you're talking to somebody and this is a whole business behind this person. Yeah, they literally create influencers, man. You think Black Girl Stock it really is? Really? She know I answered some SAS questions. She really sent me candlestick flashcard. Yeah, I think she's a plant. That girl who runs Black Girl Stocks. And I exposed her on one of my lives. She had blocked me on my old Twitter account because she's one of those vengeful type of man-hating women, because she goes that other way. And I looked up some of her old tweets, and I can't stand men, and if men can all die and we can all just be women together. And I mean, yeah, man. So she blocked me on my old Twitter account. Yeah, because she's a flaming angry L word. I'll just say that. She's got visceral hatred for men underneath that fake ass smile. And that's another way that I knew she was a plant, because that's the kind of black folks they like. You know what I mean? That's the kind of black folks they like. Okay. Um, there are a couple, black folks out there that on YouTube that I'm thinking are plants low key. I don't want to put them out there because I haven't verified it yet. Do I like axe options? Yeah, I like axe options. I like legitimate, people out here who are putting out real information. You can tell they're actually, out here putting in work, and it's not that generic kind of bullshit where you can tell somebody created a script for them or something like that. When it's a little too perfect, come on, man, you can tell
market data connection lost.
It's manufactured. What's going on here?
Connection reestablished.
Okay, all right, never mind. It's just interactive brokers acting funny. Yeah, they use the term black to emotionally connect. I can't stand that crap, man. Yeah. Black Wealth Channel. What the hell, man? I'm not. I need some white wealth. I'm not trying to get no black wealth. I mean, I'm already black. Give me some of that white wealth. Shit. Humble trader. I don't know if Trade Zero is paying her. Oh, okay, there you go. I forgot about Trade Zero. Hey guys, it's Humble Trader. She's a little too perfect, bro. It's a little too perfect. My antenna goes up. They got the perfect edits, perfect trading strategy, just so perfect. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, give me some of that small hat wealth. You know what I'm saying? That pointy nose wealth. That's what I'm trying to do. You know. You know what I'm saying? Talking about some damn. Yeah, she was on her channel talking about some, black generational wealth. You don't even have any kids. What are you talking about, man? You ain't gonna pop out no babies. What are you talking about? Black generational wealth. And you're an L word. What are you talking about, man? You know? You're gonna build some black generational wealth. Fuck out of here, man. Like, it don't make no sense, man. That's why I just be listening to people. I'm like, it don't make no sense. And you got these um pay to play dudes here. What are those dudes? You know what? I don't want to say anything bad about them because they're on the come. The guys with the podcast. And what you guys think about 19 Keys though, man? Y'all, y'all got respect for this dude 19 Keys? You know, he's another guy over there that I'm about. I don't like. I don't know. Anyway, let me not because I don't know him like that. I don't know him like that. But you know, yeah. But I mean, look, all the YouTubers. Shout out to Jeremy. Jeremy, financial education. I forgot. Hey, subscribers. They had the whole the whole blackboard behind him. I actually like his old stuff. It was corny as fuck when he popped up, and I was low key kind of hating. I was like, man, the only reason he getting all these views is because he's a white dude. But at the same time, I mean, he had that corny, lovable energy, and you know what I'm saying. Folks eat that up. They like that corny, lovable kind of safe energy. But once they found out he really doesn't know what he's talking about, then the channel started to fall apart, and then he put out a video talking about how his life is falling apart and all that stuff. And he also stopped starting his channel like that. He doesn't start out with that, that happy greeting. Now he looks depressed. Now he looks depressed. Yeah, that goofy energy, man. People like goofy. It feels safe and warm and cuddly. You got some people in America who like that, man. If you're goofy and they feel like they can, you got some people that like that. Understand. We live in a country where a couple 100 million people got convinced to take a jab that had only 6 months of trial data. You know what I'm saying? So if they can fall for that, man, these people can fall for anything. So he said, I know you fuck with Chris Sane. You could Chris Spain. Chris Sane. Look, I fucks with Chris Sane. Look, man, shout out to Chris Sane, man. Look, I'm fucking with anybody from the mitten, man. He's from Michigan. I was just calling the brother out because the trading strategy ain't there. And it's clear that the trading strategy, because you can back test his calls and it's not there. Don't get it twisted. I don't have perfect calls, but I hit shit out the park too, though. I hit shit out the park too. And you can't find anything of his where he's hit anything out the park. I challenge you to go find one. And again, that's not me, and that's not me hating again, because the brother came up, he got shitload of subscribers. But I challenge you to go on his channel and you show me a call that he's made that's made money. And don't tell me that And don't give me one of those buy here and then the next day. I'm talking about, hey, go buy on X date, go buy this, and we believe it's going to go up, and it went up. You won't find it. You know? You know what I'm saying? You're not going to find it, bro. You know? He got y'all washing his hands, you know? Having keys, trapper. Look, I like Wall Street Trapper though. I kind of like Wall Street Trapper. I low key wish, I had that kind of street credibility. You know what I'm saying? This guy has wasn't he locked up for murder? I mean, look, hey, and depending on what part of the country you live in, that gets a lot of women wet. This guy was in prison for murder. You know what I'm saying? Some lady just hears something like that, and it just starts gushing. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Wall Street Trapper. He's got his fan base too. And the way he communicates, he's got his people who respect that. No, don't get it twisted. Now, I don't want to murder rap. Let me knock on wood here, because Lord knows the police will put something on you. You know what I'm saying? These folks will put something on you. But he's got street credibility. He can say things a certain way. You know what I'm saying? He's got a live show where he actually, messes around with white powder and all that shit. I can't do no shit like that. Y'all would call me out on it. Like, man, what the fuck you doing? You ain't, that's not you. He said robbery. Yeah, it was like a robbery gone wrong or something, right? Yeah, it was like a robbery gone wrong. What's going on, Eban R? Wall Street capper. Nah, man, he's got the credibility, man. He's got the credibility, and shout out to him, man. I fucks with Wall Street Trapper, man. I fucks with Wall Street Trapper. I like his content. I love a dude who's, talking about the stocks, keeping it real, no funny shit. Just like, yo, I love this. I'm sharing my love for it. Making a little bit of money doing it. He was on the Ellen show. Shout out to the boys he got caught up with. What's the name of those guys with the podcast? They got the podcast, but they've gotten themselves into a little bit of trouble too with some of the questionable characters they had in the past when they were coming up. I'm not a big fan of, quote unquote, Mr. Red Panda, whatever his name is. His trading course is $5,000. I'm like, bro, yeah, it's called Red Panda, something like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Red Panda something. It's like $5,000 to get into the course. And he calls himself like the master investor. I'm like, come on, bro. Really? The master investor? And you ain't got no M's to your name? That's why I got rid of myself. I used to call myself the small cap millionaire. Some of you guys may remember that. I was like, man, look, there's one thing to want something for yourself, and then there's one thing to just play yourself like you're dumb. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to use this word niggerish, but that was niggerish. Calling myself the small cap millionaire, and I know I ain't got no millions. That's niggerish. You know what I mean? And again, I hate to use that term, but man, you know what I'm saying. Black folks, y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. It was just wasn't the right thing to do. It wasn't the right thing to do. It just wasn't classy. You know what I'm saying? You know, you. I'm thinking about who are some other stock market, you know, blatant scammers out there. What's his name? Virgil. If I can remember, Virgil something. He's another one who I suspect to be a scam. Some of these guys who are like Instagram only. You know what I'm saying? Some of these guys who don't have a YouTube following, but they have an Instagram following. Because Instagram, these traders who are Instagram only or TikTok only, it's easy to kind of manipulate people on those platforms because, you can't really even show your whole chart on those things, and you're only putting out info, anywhere between 40 to 80 seconds at a time because you want to keep people engaged and stay on the content. But there was another brother on here who was he was like pushing Nadex for a minute. I can't remember his name either, but some of you guys may know what I'm talking about. And he's another one who had like a $2,500 trade with me type of course. Those guys are the worst. The TikTok traders are the worst. I mean, the TikTok traders are the worst because they pick out the most garbage stocks. Oh my God, the TikTok traders are the worst. I mean, just hot, smelly, warm, sticky, summer, midsummer, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, pile of shit. Tickers. And it's, hey guys, this could go up over 200%. I'm like, dude, are you really? Really? Yeah. He said they make more money off selling courses than they do trading. Well, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people on YouTube, man. Just like your boy TS, man. TS is still in the building, man. TS is still out here kicking it, man. Shout out to TS. He's still, he's still out here selling that penny stock course that nobody black and made no money off of. That man done sold that course 400, 500,000 times and got 4 millionaires. That's a damn shame. Kelly Okoji, yeah, I think she's a scam. Kelly Ohoji, yeah, she's a little Nigerian scammer. But I suspect to be a scam. Let me put that on there. Legal disclaimer, suspect. She put out a video where she was saying, my first time learning how to trade Forex, and she made $7,000. And she said it was her first time trading Forex. It's on her channel. I think it was like one of the last videos. I'll be watching these other people, just seeing what they're doing. And, particularly when I was talking about coming back out of my burnout. You guys know I went 3 years straight, damn near every day. I burned myself out. But yeah, she's a little Nigerian scammer. Nijaskama. Say if you trade their strategies, you'll lose. Yeah, but who's that other? Who is that other? God, man, there's another brother on there who's a big scammer on YouTube. I can't remember his name. He used to wear like rings and stuff. He's got big fucking lips, dude. Dude's got some like fucking soup coolers, like shit that, I hate to use the word DSLs for a dude, but he's got some big fucking DSLs, dude. Like, and I hate to use that term on a man. No. He said not brother polite. Not brother polite. It's another YouTuber. He wears earrings. No, brother polite's got the girls. He wears earrings and he has like he had like he was renting this Airbnb Condo. And he's another one too that's got like really flashy editing and all of that stuff. Yeah. Shout out to Jason Brown. Jason Brown's legit. Jason Brown's legit. I actually had a conversation with Jason Brown many, many years ago. Jason Brown's legit. You know, what's sad about Jason Brown is like, and you know, Jason Brown, it's called the Brown Report or something like that. Yeah, I think it's still called the Brown Report. Yeah, Jason Brown, the Brown Report. Yeah, he's still out here doing his thing. Shout out to Jason Brown, man. You know. Yeah, he's still out here doing his thing. Mamba FX. Let me see. God, I want to know what that guy's name is because he came up with Kelly Ohoji. Like they did videos together once. Tylillionaire. Q Banks. Yeah, but you were invited on your show. Yeah, there were quite a few of them that wouldn't come on my show, man. I would ask them to come on my show and they would never come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Bro, there were some of these traders I asked to come to my house. I say, hey, bro, look, I'll fly you out. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing you making a killing, bro. Come, you know, show me what's up. I'll fly you out. You know, if you're going to put me on to something that's going to make me some paper, you know, and they would never take it. You know, they would never take it. And that's when I knew, you know, okay, you know, you're a fuck nigga, man. Let me see. Mama FX. Who's that? Is he really Mamba FX? Wife spends whatever she makes trading for it. Yeah, okay, he looks like a scam. You know. You know, whenever time I see somebody who's connected to Forex,
You guys,
you know, these Forex guys, you gotta understand, you can go on Fiverr, guys, and you can go on Fiverr, and these guys can make you these apps that look like you're making a lot of money on Forex. Like they literally can build a platform where it looks like you're making a shitload of money. You know, like he's got one video, how I made $250,000 in one day trading Forex. Okay, and then you're on YouTube. Come on, man. Come on, man. You know what? That title of that video is so ridiculous. I got to give him that old. Hold on. Where's my sound effect at, man? Where's my sound effect at? Wait, let me see here. I got to give him the classic, man. I got to give him the classic. Let me open this real quick.
Get out of here, you damn nigga!
Yeah. That's ridiculous. Come on. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, Mamba FX is a scam. You know, but man, look, I'll go on YouTube and just put in stock trading, you know, just to see who's out here still doing it, doing their thing. TS, of course, still out here. Yeah, Kelly Okoji, I just told you guys, a little Nigerian. You know, she tries to hide that part of her. Let me see here. Humble Trader. I told you guys, Humble Trader. Yeah, she's a plant. Who else? Axe Options. Yeah, somebody asked about Axe Options. I do like Axe Options. She's cool. The Traveling Trader. Yeah, he's cool too. The Traveling Trader. Cryptos Are Us. He's a cool dude too, but I mean, he's on that, like, you know, goes live 3 times a day. Like, good Lord, bro. Like, get a life, man. You know, that's why he's gaining so like crazy weight. Like, dude, you go live 3 times a day. I mean, that's why his cheeks look like this. Hey guys, we're here to talk about Bitcoin. You can't breathe, man. Let me see here. Oh, Warrior Trading. Warrior Trading still makes videos? I forgot about Warrior Trading. The guy who's like trading strategy nobody can really explain. I didn't even know he was still out here. What do you guys think about Jenny Hoyos? You know, shout out to the Latinas trying to come in here. At first I thought Jenny Hoyos was trans, but she is a woman. That is, and I'm so sorry. Some don't Jenny Hoyos. Her name is Jenny Hoyos. I thought she was trans. I mean, just looking at the picture, just looking at, you know, because I'm getting a sense of like male, female. I couldn't tell, but it is. She is a woman. I think. I think. Is Jenny Hoyos? Man, look, I'm gonna leave that to y'all, man. Okay. But she's another one that does a little bit of trading here and there. He said Warrior Trading got caught up with the FBI. Oh, okay. Yeah, because that nigga, man, he was fronting, man. Come on, y'all knew he was fronting. Samantha Bryant. I don't know who that is. Stock God joined a cult. What do you mean by that? He joined a cult. Jay Take Profits, OG for. Yeah, Jay Take Profits. Is he legit too, man? And again, I really be trying not to sound like a hater, man, but you know, Jay Take Profits is another one. Like, again, that Forex hustle, that's a big hustle, man, because you got a lot of companies giving a lot of scratch for you to bring people on. You know, they'll give you 10% of that customer's deposit. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that customer's going to lose the money. You know, so Jay Take Profits, you know, again, I respect anybody, you know, any brother out here really trying to get out here and get it. But man, sometimes it's like, man, just keep it real with me, bro. Yeah, but Jenny Hoyos is a huge ass channel. Man, there's a lot of names that I done forgot about. Ricky Gutierrez, I done forgot about his ass. Who else? Adam Koo, I forgot about Adam Koo. You know, completely forgot about Adam Koo. Who else? Man, I'm gonna be mad because I know I'm gonna find out who the hell that black dude is as soon as I get off the live, and I'm gonna come across one of his videos. He was in Forex, and that's all he does is Forex, and he has like I think he's a plant too. As soon as I say his name, I know you guys would know who the hell I'm talking about. But Day Trade Addict, I think he's legit. You know, I think he's legit. Who else? But yeah, I'm not seeing much, bro. Adam, yeah. Shout out to Adam Koo. I like Adam Koo, man. Adam Koo is a pretty good teacher. He actually has really good teaching videos. Like, he speaks very clearly and does a really good job on presenting. You know, I'll be trying to really tap into that, particularly when I make my my presentation videos, you know, just really trying to be clear, poignant. Another guy who's really good at that too. The Asians are really good at teaching, and that's why they're, you know, have the academic pedigree that they have. Uh, Rainer Teo, he's another one. He's another one. You know, good teacher. You know, Rainer Teo, he's another one too. I don't think he goes as hard as he used to, but you know, he's another one that trades really good. Oliver Velez strategy didn't work. Yeah, it wasn't working out for him. That's why he ran out to, you know, to South America. It wasn't really working for him. That's why he ran out to South America. And he gets more respect out there too. You know, he ran out to South America, and now, you know, he's just basically, you know, getting himself popular out there. And I mean, he is popular out there, man. Like Oliver Velez is like huge in South America. He's huge in South America. You know, he's literally like I'll use the word Tim Sykes. He's really the Tim Sykes of like South America, teaching people how to trade and stuff. But I again, but he's another one where his strategy is like, you know, I don't really get it. You know, Sean Deckmar, I had him on my channel. I think I actually got a video on him on my channel. I don't know. I wasn't feeling what he was teaching because it didn't seem real to me. It didn't seem like it was anything for my part. Again, maybe I wasn't paying attention, but I had him on my show. You know, I had him on my show, and he's got the corniest fans too, because for like 2 or 3 days, like some of his fans were watching me and they were like, "Oh my God, you're so vulgar." Bro, I invited your man to come see me. I didn't want you to come with him. The hell? I didn't want you to also be a fan of mine. He got his fans. I got my own fans. The fuck? Or why do you use that kind of foul language? Fuck out of here, man. Who else? Stock trade from some of these Indian guys too are pretty good if you can get over the accent. Some of these Indian guys too are pretty good. And then you had this other African dude, Kobina. I don't know. I think he ended up giving up. You know, he ended up giving up. He was like making videos in his kitchen or whatever. So yeah, man, these YouTube streets have brought a lot of people to come and go. Jared Wesley is transparent. Okay. Jared Wesley. Let me see. What is Virgil's? Because that Virgil day trading. He's like Virgil something. Virgil's. Yeah. Then you got this other guy, Carmine Rosado. I think he don't know what he's talking about either. What's his name? Young trader. Makes $83,000 a month. Be the trader. Yeah, this is that he did that interview. This is this guy who did this interview with this girl who says she makes $83,000 a month. Let me show you. Let me give you guys the link to that video. And she was saying she makes like $83,000 a month. The channel's called Be the Trader. He might be full of shit too. I don't want to expose this brother too, but Javier Gems. I think you guys have seen Javier Gems too. This guy who makes he makes $10,000 a day. Let me see. Can I show you guys his video? He says he makes $10,000 a day. Let's see if this guy makes $10,000 a day, shall we? Let's go.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today, I'm taking y'all through a whole day in my life. So let's get into it.
This is a 23-year-old who makes $10,000 a day. Let me see.
Not gonna lie, I can't believe I literally walked down.
All right, man. We're not gonna watch you go downstairs.
Right here, if price gets up here, then I'll hop out the trade. Right now we're.
What? Let's watch some technical analysis, guys.
Right here, I'm going for a take profit. My full take profit is up here. TP1 is right here. So if price starts to reject off of this line right here, if price gets up here, then I'll hop out the trade. Right now we're floating roughly $300 in negative.
Oh, so is he legit? Trading is a lifestyle. Is he legit?
My daughter over there, she's just chilling inside her little bassinet thingy. Well, it's not a bassinet, a little crib thingy. So right now we're just chilling. All right, so we actually got mad close to our stop loss here, but we're looking a little bit better. Let me go to regular candlesticks so we can see it a little bit better.
Okay.
Give me a good push up, man. If we get a good close above here, I'll feel super confident about this trade. Just continuing to hold it.
See, man, when I be seeing these apps that I'm not familiar with this platform.
Right here. If we get a close right here, I'm super confident in this.
Does anybody know what this platform is?
Beautiful candlestick.
And you see how it just like goes exactly where it.
Beautiful. I'm very confident in this trade. I'm going to continue to hold it. I'm going to keep my stop loss right here too.
That's trade ovate.
This area of consolidation right here. Just because this is a nice support area, just to have our stop loss at, just in case it does reject randomly and just come down.
That's the guy I was talking about, the Swag Academy. There we go.
1,000 in profit.
That's the dude I was talking about.
Oh snap! It didn't ran up. I turned my head for 2 seconds and this John ran up. Are we right by take? We right by for take profit. Ever provided for people? Like I get DMs every single day. It's actually amazing. Videos with examples on which ones to hop in, which ones not to hop in, and all that. Ohio. So I sent that paperwork over.
Now finally.
Yes, I said not finally. I took it back. Yeah. Now we're gonna see this movie. 800.
All right, so that's a. I'm not gonna sit here and watch all that. That's $10,000 a day trader, folks. There you go. Oh shit, that's a $10,000 a day trader. Real quick too, as well. I hope you guys like that. Yeah, Swaggy C. Yeah, Swaggy C. But Swaggy C, wasn't he $50,000 a day? He's selling his course though, so I don't think he's legit. Look, guys, I'm putting my course back out here soon, and the base guy needs a major revision for 2023. So don't start thinking that I'm a scam just because I got a course now. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you got to have something out there because it helps. It's like an extension of yourself, because some people want you at a more convenient time or just want a more granular view of what you're doing. But yeah, some of these guys are scams, man, because again, like you can create these programs. You can go on Fiverr or hire someone on Upwork and they can create a program where it will go where you want it to go. Right. And you already know what's going to happen. So you are sitting there pretending like, okay, if it happens, if it hits this and it hit that and it hits that, but you already know it's going to go there. You already know it's going to go there. You know, it'll show you a certain amount of money and everything. You know, some crazy stuff. see what happened. Once you get a course, you get closer to the scammer world. Well, no, that's just when you're having the desperation of living off the course. You got the desperation of living off the course. And a lot of these guys have the desperation of living off the course. Yeah, because when the course is like this red panda guy, he literally calls himself the master investor. And again, I can't stand him for that. I can't stand him for that. He calls himself the master investor on Instagram. And let me see. I saw Renell in here too somewhere. His course is $5,000. His course is $5,000. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna get caught up if your course is $5,000. You luck up and find some idiot to give you that kind of money. Now you're all about your course. My course was $100. It was costing me some money to maintain the website. It was really an extension of just myself, just trying to build some brand equity or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Build some brand equity or whatever. Javier Gems doesn't post nothing but the same videos of him making $8,000 a day, and he never loses. Yeah, man, and that's so unfortunate because there is so much to learn in losing and trading than there is winning. And that's what it's so unfortunate that a lot of people don't understand, that you learn way, way, way more in losing a trade than winning a trade. One of the worst things you can suffer from as a beginning trader is you get some good winning streak off first in, because you're not learning any very powerful lessons. But to get at a point where you really, really respect this game is you take some hard losses, and that's where you learn the most. And I talk about my $7,500 loss on Roku all the time, because that was painful. That was painful. But I learned a lot about trade management from then on. When I lost that was a good 25% of my account. It made no sense to trade that large when there's always going to be another trade tomorrow. No holidays. You get 5 days. 5 days to make money. There's no reason to go all in, man. It's about enjoying this for the next 30, 40, 50 years of your life. Yes, everybody wants to be the young guy and the millionaire. I get it. Nobody cares about a man in his 70s in a Ferrari. Everybody wants to be the 21-year-old guy in a Ferrari. I get that. So you want to make the money quick. But, you just can't be stupid, man, because, if you lose it all, it just takes so much more to get back. It takes so much more to get back. Says someone needs to create a trading course that caters to gay men. Did I read that right? You know what, sir?
Damn nigga!
Yeah.
Get out of here, you damn nigga!
Most of these people lack finance or economics degree. Like I don't need you to have an economics degree. I don't have an economics degree. I don't. Man, I'm past that whole thing where you need to have a degree to be legitimate. All I need to do is for you to show me that what you're putting out there makes sense, and then I can back test it. And I can back test it, and oh shit, this works. I think I can implement this in what I'm doing. And that's the problem, is that a lot of people are putting stuff out there that you really can't test it. You can't, for example, we just saw that one guy who's 23 making, he said, what was this at, 10,000 a day? There's nothing there to work with. Hey, it's going to hit this line here, and then when it hits that line, I'm going to, like, I don't. What am I supposed to do with that? Y'all really going in on Swaggy C. What's going on with Swaggy C, man? Is Swaggy C still even in? Chris Swaggy C Williams. Let's see what is he doing. Is he still in Forex? Okay. Yeah, it's not putting out as much content as he used to, but okay, still in Forex. Yeah, but him and Ohogi, they use the same video editors. You can just tell the style is so similar. And that's why I said they've made videos together before. So that's what I'm saying. They're both in it together. You know. And he calls himself Chris Williams, Swaggy C, but I have a feeling he's Nigerian too. Because you have this thing where a lot of never mind, I'm not gonna go into that. Swaggy shut down his course. Yeah, it was called no, somebody had the name in here. Swag Academy. It was called Swag Academy. The reason why he shut down Swag Academy is because he had some white boys going in on him. He had some white boys make some videos on his course. And boy, they tore his ass up in those videos. They tore his ass up in those videos. Said 5,000 wasn't enough. 13,000 students, not one success story. Hey, TJ, who are you talking about? Tim Sykes? Man, we've all look. Some of us, all in here have been burned by some of these people. I know some of you guys in here are not going to admit it, but you've probably given a couple $1,000s to some of these people, hoping to learn some kind of magic secret. But at the end of the day, man, it's just great risk management. All of these indicators work to a certain extent. All of these indicators work. CCI works. RSI works. MACD works. All these EMAs, they all work. It's just really being smart about your market timing and management. He said Tim Sykes is the first scammer in the game. Yeah, he was. I wouldn't go that far, but he's been here for a long time, man. A long, long time. He's been around a long time. He's had a lot of students buy from him, and you can say what you want about the returns in terms of how many people have been successful. The 4 or 5 people who've become millionaires from his quote unquote millionaires from his trading strategy, and how they all of a sudden they will become millionaires and they stop fucking with him and they all do their own thing, which is weird. He had that little Asian dude. What happened to that little Asian dude he was propping up for a while? And then the Asian dude went to go do his own thing. You guys remember that little Asian dude Tim Sykes used to prop up? What was his name? And this was another guy who was making like $25,000 a day or some crazy amount like that. I know you guys know who the hell I'm talking about. This was like 2017-ish. It was like 2017-ish. Yeah. I wouldn't call Tim Sykes a scam. No. He's got a legit strategy, and the strategy does work. I mean, shorting OTC, small flow penny stocks that are overly overbought. The problem is that his trading style, for a lot of people, is just not scalable because there are no borrows. Ducks, yeah, Ducks. Steven Ducks. TJ, you really think he's a scam? I think the strategy works. It's just so hard to implement because you're not going to get borrows. And he also underestimates how much capital it requires to trade his strategy. You know, if you want to start on Tim Stike's strategy and you got less than 25 grand, it's not going to happen. It's going to be really, really hard to trade his strategy. You know, if you look at the way Tim Sykes trades, he uses large amount of capital, and then the gains are outstretched by small moves. And you're like, oh man, look at he made $12,000. Okay. But it was literally like 405 to 420. You know, if you got 4 grand, it's not going to work for you. Oh, Darth, out of hundreds of thousands, man. Out of hundreds of thousands. I have no doubt Tim Sykes has had over 100,000 customers probably by now. He's been around almost 15 years, dude. Like, remember, he was on a TV show about trading back in like 99, 2001, somewhere right there, like 2001. So, well, almost 20 years. Steven Ducks. Does Steven Ducks still trade? Let me see here. Steven Ducks. Yeah, I guess he's still around. Okay, yeah, he's still around. You know, he's still around. You know, he had blocked me on Twitter because I questioned his sexuality one time. I don't know why I even went in that direction with him, but he was going back and forth with that other trader that Tim Sykes was propping up at that time. And this other trader, I forgot his name, he has a very soft-spoken voice. And to the point where I think he played for the other team at one time and maybe had changed. So I had made fun of him. I used to be horrible on social media, man. I used to be horrible. Oh my God, I was so horrible. Tim Grittani. Because I questioned Tim Grittani because, like, you know, just some of the stuff he was saying and the way he would say it, you know, it was always funny to me. Because you got to remember, guys, I grew up at a time, man, look, where you wants to pay, you know, you go on the court, you play basketball, you going up for a layup, and if the shot was going up funny, or the way the player went up was funny, you would yell, oh shit, that's gay. Oh, that shit was gay. Oh, that's gay. That's gay. That's gay. You know, we used to say that. I mean, just, you know, I don't know if I have any real young guys in here anymore. I mean, but do y'all still do that on the basketball court? You know what I'm saying? Do y'all still do that on the basketball court? I go up for the layup. I knew I was coming down funny or I was going up real funny. Oh, that's gay. Oh, that's gay. So that was what I needed to say to let my teammates know to get ready for the rebound. You know what I'm saying? Yo, get ready for the rebound. This is not going to be an and one situation. You know what I'm saying? This is not going to be an and one situation. I'm about to miss the shot. I don't have enough elevation. You know? Yeah. You say gay now, you're getting canceled. Oh man, I mean, you're getting all kind of people just look at you funny now. You know what I mean? That's the way they bully people who don't have any kind of status. You know, so if you say something, you know, that's very PC, now they just look at you weird or they start being quiet around you. Just, you know, that's how they get under your skin now. You know what I'm saying? That's how, you know, people who all into political correctness. That's how they get under your skin. They start being quiet and start, holding back from you and stuff. You know. Yeah. Oh, I can't even say that word, man. I can't even say that word. But they used to, yeah, they used to ride like this. Now you can't even find Gritani anymore. They used to ride like this. And I have a feeling, some of the things that I was saying to him, as well as some of the people were saying to him, kind of scared him off the internet, bro. Kind of scared him off the internet. Because back at that time, 2016, 2017, nobody was really canceling you to 2015. Nobody's really canceling you to call somebody out, about being very effeminate. Nobody was canceling you to do that. Yeah. Cancel culture, bully poor working class people. Oh yeah. Cancel culture is about that bullying poor, working class people. You're gonna start seeing that real big when it comes to this climate change thing. They're still trying to figure out how to oppress us with the climate change thing. Because eventually, look, they're gonna want you to be in a position where you're just eating bugs. And I say you, I mean, I include me too, because I don't have the power to stop it. But they really want us to just start eating cockroaches. Like if they could force us to eat cockroaches now, kill off all the cows, they would do it. These people are evil. These vegans, these people are anti-God. They are the worst of the worst kind of people. They want to take every ounce, every speck of testosterone out of your body. That's why they love, this idea of, just being fat and happy. Just not even happy, being fat. What's that name of that movement that they got this big girl who's a singer pushing that body positivity? Body positivity is just a liberal hellscape for being just diseased ridden. You're just having a disease ridden body that makes you dependent on a state. That's why now when you look at left and right, it's literally divided by personalities and by hobbies. I mean, think about the party that has all the men that hunt, that fish, that shoot guns, that serve in the army, that do real masculine shit. And then think about the other party that has dudes who just sit in the office and talk about girl power and toxic masculinity, and what I mean, and they talk with very effeminate voices. You already know the party I'm talking about. I don't even have to say it. These people love the state, man. And I'm sad to say that I was fooled. Not to say that there are good guys on the right either. I've said that many times. There are no good guys on the right, no good guys on the far left. The key as an American is just being right here in this dead center. You love the Constitution, you love the country, and you love your personal rights. These guys on the left, they say they're liberalism, but we know that the hidden objective under liberalism is totalitarianism. That's really what it is. Do as I tell you to do. And these guys on the right, they'll make you a corporate slave. They're trying to pass a law right now. What's that state? Is it Idaho or something like that, where they're trying to remove all the child worker laws? The excuse is that there are not enough people in Idaho, so they need to remove. And this is the Republicans. They're removing all the child work laws. So you're going to have 12-year-olds working at meat plants. You're going to have 13 and 14-year-olds working, at 10, 11, 12 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, look into that. Yeah, this is the real deal. This is what Republicans are doing. They're removing all the child. They are in these they're removing all the child worker right stuff because they know you're the middle class. What middle class? And what you're going to have is you're going to have just generations of working class poor kids. And I say, oh, fuck school, dude. Hey, come on, get this job. You're 12 years old. You can make a living for yourself. Yeah. These folks don't care. Man, let me tell you something, man. These corporations are evil. And that's the problem with being on the right side of the argument, is that these guys, they tend to be, if they're not on Trump's level, then they are slaves to the corporation. That's the problem with the Republican side, is if they come into the party with no money, then they're a slave to a company. They're a slave to an agenda. That's why if you like somebody on the right, the most popular of them they tend to be individuals who made money within private industry. So if they came in from private industry where they made money, now they can be independent thinkers. You know what I'm saying? And that's who are the most popular on that side of the aisle. But you have these guys who, like DeSantis, DeSantis is again, he's another guy who answers to companies. Yeah, he's got some interesting commentary in regards to social issues, but he can't go to Texas and talk about jobs. He can't go talk about business ownership. He can't go talk about what it means to lose everything. Okay? He's been an employee for the state all his life. That's why Trump is going to destroy him. He's already destroying him. Again, that's a whole different argument. Okay. But yeah, Eban R, man, we went all into SPY and SPX, all that stuff. So I appreciate all of you guys joining me here in the chat room. I don't want to stay up all day. You guys know I can go for 6 hours if you wanted me to. But I know y'all got things to do. Okay. So let me play my thing here. Let me see. Is that voice? What is that? Oh, that's that voice thing. Okay. I was trying to play my little intro. Yeah. So y'all don't sue my black ass. I appreciate all you guys who watched me today. Shout out to everybody who tuned in. Appreciate you. Who else was in here? Who was in here? Big Anki Banar. He said, stay for one more hour. You're hilarious, man. She been sending me, my girl been sending me messages talking about she wanted me to come to bed and get some head, but I've been, so I'm probably not going to get no head because she's asleep. Big Ankh, what's going on? Trading is a lifestyle. Thank you so much for all the comments today. Who else was in here? TJ was in here. I appreciate you. Bad Scientist, thank you, man. Y'all come back Monday for the call-ins, man. We're going to have the call-in back on Monday. All right? We're going to have the call-in back on Monday. Let me play this before
to this
you guys
important
sue this.
message. The information discussed by the host is not a solicitation or recommendation to buy, sell or hold securities. The host does not endorse, independently verify or assert the truthfulness, completeness, accuracy or reliability of the information presented. The host is not licensed in any state and all information discussed should be considered entertainment. All financial information should not be interpreted in any way, shape, form or manner whatsoever as an indication of future stock price or future financial performance. If you are a new listener, please press subscribe. You can participate by making comments in the chat box. Stay engaged by utilizing contact information in the description. Welcome and thank you and enjoy the show.
All right, yeah. Now, all that was written by ChatGPT, by the way. ChatGPT wrote that. All right, and I got the white man to say it because that's how y'all, that's the only way y'all gonna believe it. So, but yeah, you guys come back on Monday. Everybody who joined me in here, I appreciate you. We're gonna be back Monday live. Yes, indeed. Shout out to everybody who's in here. Tomorrow is another trade